Libra. This is about the 8th time that I've started this video. Let's see if it works this time. This is your weekly tarot for October 13th through the 19th. I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully whatever it is stopped and we've worked it out. That could be how your week is starting. If so, then I understand your frustration. This is your Sunday, Monday card. It is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And for Friday, Saturday, the Magician in the upright. For Sunday, Monday, it looks like you may be facing delays, and it's funny because I couldn't stop yawning for Virgo's reading, and Virgo got the Ace of Wands in the upright. You get the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and that's exactly what that means. You have a lack of energy and motivation, and you have delays, but I feel like I'm speeding through this. So you do have ideas, but you may be bored with them. Maybe holding back because you have something else weighing you down, either responsibility or a lack of resources, but you're waiting for them to come in. It feels like they are right there waiting for you to pick them up. That is so funny. Like, it almost feels like Virgo should have gotten it in reverse and you should have gotten it in the upright. You might want to go watch that read. Or was it Leo? I want to leave all this in because some of this quibbling around and lack of surety could actually help you out in some way. It may have been Leo that I did this, that got the Ace of Wands in the upright. But I'm pretty sure it was Virgo. Anyway, you do have projects that you're waiting to get off the ground, but it could just be because this is for Sunday, Monday, and Sunday you can't necessarily go and do a lot of business stuff. So if you're waiting on some kind of traditional business to get back to you with either information or waiting for something to be delivered, that's all going to end up coming in on Monday, probably Monday afternoon to early Monday evening. With the Four of Pentacles, you may be grasping at something that's not yours to take. And in the process, overspending your own resources in order to feel like you're protecting yourself. It doesn't feel like that's what you need, though. It doesn't feel like you need physical protection. It feels like it's emotional protection that you needed, and somebody wasn't there to provide that for you. This has put you in a possessive mood. So, if someone says that, oh, you're clingy, oh, why are you always, like, right next to me? Why are you always... Why do you always need to know everything that is I'm doing whenever I'm doing it? This could be a red flag for a relationship that you're in if someone has suddenly become like this. Because they could be the entire reason why you're acting like this. This could also be part of a normal part of your relationship, and they're acting like this is new somehow because now they feel like they have something to hide. They have something that suddenly they want to just be theirs. There's a difference between wanting space in a relationship because it's easy to get lost in a relationship to where everything is communal, everything is everybody's, and there can come a time to where it feels like the other person is taking advantage of you, or they feel like you're taking advantage of them. So with this overspending coming out on the Four of Pentacles, it could be that if they either feel like you're spending too much of what the communal money should be, and they were relying on that resource, and now they can't rely on that resource because they don't know what you're going to do with it at any given turn. And that could be having you feel like they're stingy. So if anything, for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it looks like you're going to end up coming to a point in a relationship, whether it's you have a joint business with somebody, or you have a if this is a personal relationship, like an intimate relationship, like a husband and a wife, or a boyfriend-girlfriend, a live-in situation, you may have to start reasserting boundaries that both of you need, because it may feel like they're not an individual anymore. And you could be feeling this way. This could be you that's feeling this way, and like you don't know where you start and the other, where you begin and end, and where the other person begins and ends, because your basic needs have become so tied into the other person. And it's fine, even if you're in a long-standing relationship, to have things that you do on your own. But it becomes suspicious if it comes out of nowhere. Because then the other person is asking, what brought this on? Did you meet somebody else? Is this what you're actually doing whenever you're off doing your independent thing? You know, what's actually going on? And I don't want to say this is going to lead to a breakup, but it very well could. Not immediately, but if you find that you can't trust the other person, or they can't trust you to go do your own independent thing for a couple of hours here and there, then that could end up exposing some other issues that you guys have. And with that coming up, I do want to say that it might be a good time to... This may be a divorce where you're splitting things up. But even if you're in a good spot right now and you just feel like there's something off, it might be a good time to start putting your name on things. And I wouldn't do it, obviously. Just like have the receipts of whenever you bought things. Have receipts of whenever, photos of you getting things. Or it might be in your best interest to start acquiring evidence that things are yours and other things that are theirs. Figure out who's making what payments on what and when, and see how even this relationship actually is. With the Magician on Friday, Saturday, you're going to be creating something. It's not something new. It feels like it's something old that you're reviving. It's going to be because you have the self-confidence to finally get back into something that you let go of quite a while ago. You have a much clearer vision, and you have a distinct plan of where you want things to go with it this time, and that's whenever it's going to bring you success. It's going to take either 2.5 weeks or 2.5 months, maybe on the on the furthest outreach 2.5 years to get to where you really want it to go. However, it will get there. You just have to put the work in. You're manifesting everything it is that you need to put this into action, and you have the time and the energy in order to act on what it is that you have. So be patient with yourself and don't jump ahead. I know the magician is all, oh, everything is here and it's smoke and mirrors and I have my power and I am directing it, but you have the skill, you have the creativity, and you have the willpower, and you have the clarity of vision. You have to line them all up and find out what it is that you have to work with. Because if you just start throwing random things into a cauldron and setting it on fire and saying, voila, it's not going to come out near as well as if you know the benefits and the drawbacks of everything it is that you're working with. Because then you can help them to compensate for each other, and you'll come out with a much better product in the end. Now, whether or not this is a product or if this is just a service or an action that you need to create is another story. Whatever it is that you're going to be working on, Libra, it will end up exactly as you want it. It's just going to take time. And it could just be that in order to get things up and running and starting to go, it could be about 2.5 weeks. And then you'll finally be where you can say, yes, we have started this. This is where this is at. And we can work on this we can take this and turn this into that. That could take 2.5 months to get it to the final beginning stage to where you can actually start selling product, or if that's what you're doing, or sell a skill. And then whenever you get to 2.5 years from now, it's going to be full business. Everything is exactly as you wanted it. Everything is doing exactly what it is that you want it to do. And at that point, it looks like you're going to have 2 or 3 people helping you out with this. So be patient and just keep working on what it is. Now, with the 4 of Pentacles coming up for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this could be the fact that you have this idea that you're starting to physically work on. Because you're bored with everything else. And you just want to do this other idea that you had in the back of your head or in a box in a closet somewhere. You want to take that and start working on that again. And you have a plan. You have a business plan. You have a definitive way that you want to do this. And that could actually be what draws this out. And cause, if this is an issue, then that's what's going to draw this out, because you have things that you want to use for this idea, you have things that you want to use for this project, and you want to make sure that what's yours is yours, and what it is that you can use without needing to ask permission every 5 minutes. But Libra, it looks like this week is going to be a turning point for you, whether you're changing careers or starting a business or a side hustle, whatever it is. It does look like it's going to work out for your benefit. And if you end up parting ways with someone, it's because that's how it was meant to be. So try not to allow that to stress you out too much. It just helps to define you a little bit more, and you may end up gaining back a part of yourself that you lost. So if you like this content, please ensure that you like and subscribe. I will be doing personal readings here soon. Should be before the end of October. Please keep an eye out for that. I will make an announcement on the channel. And you have a safe week out there, Libra. Hang in there and just remember that you are who you are, and Even though people may try to redefine you, even to yourself, the only person that can really define you is you, and they can take it or leave it. And if they're taking too much, then just kick them out the door. You have a good week, Libra, and stay safe out there.